We're basically opening the entire opera. And years and years and years and years ago, actually, this used to happen in the foyer. So we're doing it exactly how it should be. So we need to make sure that we're starting the story.
I've never been to an opera, I've never really watched anything or heard anything about it, but playing it makes a lot more sense. First opera, we're almost a part of it, so I suppose it's very fun.
The Open Foyer series, essentially the project boils down to a performance taking place prior to one of our productions during our national tours. We do a small performance or an installation or screen a film. It varies from place to place. I have a creative response from a local community about the piece that they're about to see. So in Cork at the Everyman Theatre, we work with Cork Inclusive Music Ensemble, who are based at Cork School of Music. They're a collective of composers of adults with additional needs, and they decided they'd like to create a film in response to l'Olympiade. So they took over the Everyman for a day, made use of the backstage areas, made use of the auditorium, and put together this spectacular film that we screened for our patrons in the bar as they were coming in. In Letterkenny, we worked with Angrianon, and we also worked with Ascan Training and Support Service. They're a mental health service provider, and they have their own arts centre. So there are a number of adults within that service who created a number of different artworks in response to the story of l'Olympiade, and then we displayed those works as an art gallery installation in the foyer for patrons to see before the performance, and also for a month after the show as well.
We actually performed a piece that was arranged by Nora Kavanagh, and it was a mashup of Carlin and Vivaldi's themes. Carlin was a contemporary of Vivaldi, and it's bringing it home to Ireland, do you know?
Because I haven't seen it really ever done before, so since now it's especially in Waterford, since it's such a small town, mostly these kind of big things would happen in Dublin. So it's great that it's bringing a big presentation to this small Waterford town in Theatre Royal as well.
We've had different versions of the Sinfonia happen in several of the foyers on this particular tour.
It's amazing that they can actually go and see the opera after playing it and working on it for the term, because then it just gives them context to what's going on, and for them to be able to hear a professional ensemble do it is amazing.
The participants that take part in Open Foyer all receive a free ticket to see the show as well.
Oh, I thought it was amazing. I hadn't experienced anything like it before, and I think the music was very interesting, and it's very cool to be able to see how it fits in with the actions and play. It was very cool to play the same pieces as those big musicians.
We've also filmed Julianstown Youth Orchestra because they were such a huge orchestra. We wanted to include them all, and fitting them into a foyer was a big ask. So instead, we decided to do a screening performance of it instead. Open Foyer is about us giving these opportunities and setting a spark for people to discover new cultures, new ideas for themselves, showing people that there is more out there than you think, and there's something out there for everybody.